I am just completely disgusted with the way that our country is going, and how people have this awful self-defeating attitude today about how, well, it's the end of the world, and there's not anything that we can do to make this country any better, so we all should just give up. And you know and that's the type of attitude that I hear a lot, um, you know from the average day-to-day person, and I just think that it's terrible. Does diet have anything to do with this? Possibly. If you're constantly giving yourself junk and processed dead foods, maybe it dims the, optimism in you. Maybe it dims the ray of light, the little ounce of hope that you might have had, if you had a glass of raw milk or something. I don't know. Who knows, But so many people have this defeating attitude, and they give up before they even try, like, what is the point, I hear people talking about how all the politicians, okay, all the candidates that would ever run for president, they're all corrupt. None of them are good. Folks, that's not true. Ron Paul was not corrupt. Okay, sure, he might have had his faults here and there, but what he was saying was the truth about the role of government. That's why the media hated him. That's why big corporations hate him. That's why big government hates him. That's why he was so ignored and downplayed in the media. The guy ran 3 times for president, and they completely just downplayed the whole significance of him and ignored him, in one way, shape, form, or fashion, or what have you. So I'm bringing this up because, if you haven't already, I'll put the link down below in the description box. But, check out Senator Ted Cruz from Texas opening campaign video, his announcing of running for president for 2016. The guy is speaking the truth on so many levels, and he wants to do, the right thing for the country, like abolish the IRS. I mean, why is that a bad thing? He's speaking about the corruption. He's speaking about, putting this country back on the right track. And if you think that he's bad because he's Christian, well, I got news for you. Most of the founders of this country were Christian, and they laid down a lot of the principles, for this country, and we were greatly blessed at one point in time. But unfortunately, I feel that destruction is coming upon this country because we have been so rebellious and wicked. Okay? And, I'm not afraid to voice my opinion here on YouTube about this. I was able to have the chance to share Ted Cruz with a couple people, at work, and some of the, one of the responses was just this terrible, afraid, disgusting look. Like, oh, don't even get me started about this guy. But I can't see anything possibly wrong with this guy when he's against big government, when he loves the Constitution, when he loves liberty. Patrick Henry said, "Give me liberty or give me death." That was the opening thing that Ted Cruz said in his video. Now, sure, you gotta be skeptical, you gotta use discernment and all these things, but you gotta look at what he's voted on, too. You gotta look at his track record, and it's pretty good, I have to admit. If you stray away from what is right, true, godly, biblical, you can forget about your freedoms. You can forget about living in, prosperity and safety, because those things will be, you know, gone before you know it, and they've already been disappearing left and right in this country. And you know, we're losing our freedoms, like the freedom of speech. You know, they're redefining marriage. I mean, the whole thing is going nuts. And you know, for one, I'm going to, you know, voice my opinion, and I'm going to fight for truth, and I'm going to, you know, be that spokesperson out there that wants to fight for freedom, that wants to, you know, really help to educate people about the truth. And I just think it's sad that people, you know, these evil, demon, twisted people are ruining and destroying everything. They really are. And all of the good people are too quiet. They're too quiet, they're too comfortable, and they're not standing up, and they're not using the freedom of speech, okay? They're not speaking, they're not voicing their opinion. They are just saying, you know what, it's the end of the world, and there's nothing we can do. All politicians are corrupt, so what's the point? You know, Ted Cruz, he's just corrupt like all the rest of them. If you have that kind of attitude, don't expect any change to ever happen in this country. People have to stand together and fight for what is right. Look, just because something bad is happening doesn't mean you should stop doing what is right. Doesn't mean that you should stop fighting for what is good. And that is probably the truest thing that I can say in this video and on this channel. You know, it would be like me saying, well, you have cancer, so you might as well just give up and just die. There's no point in even trying to eat, you know, fruits and vegetables and juice and take, you know, natural herbs and things like that to try to heal yourself. Because you're just going to die anyways. And folks, that's the kind of attitude that people are having when it comes to fighting for liberty. So I just thought I'd share, you know, my feelings about this. I think it's sad, and I think it's disgusting how, you know, some people look at these things. Look, if you want more of Obama, if you want more of these guys who lie, who are two-faced, you know, and lying left and right to you, and are backed by the huge drug, you know, pharmaceutical companies and big corporations, and you like Big Brother spying on you all the time, and you like aborting innocent babies left and right, and you think that same-sex marriage is cool, and that's just a wonderful thing, then, you know, this video is not for you. And I feel really sorry for all those people that choose to go down that road. But if you care about this country, you care about its roots, you love the Constitution, you love, you know, the Declaration of Independence, and you understand American history, and you understand what our founders fought for, and what a lot of them believed, then, you know, you can do stuff. You can. You can sign, you know, petitions, you can make videos, you can voice your opinion, you can speak out against corruption, and you can set the example for other people. There's no excuse why nobody should not be doing any of these things. And so, with that, let me hear what you guys think about this. Bye.